All right, we'll go ahead and start here. Got a lot to say today about Pulse 3D with the new PlayStation System update. I've done other audio videos in the past. I highly recommend you check out my audio guides playlist. I will post a link to that in the description below. There you will find a litany of reviews on various headphones specifically tailored for your PlayStation 5. I'll discuss 3D audio, I'll discuss equalizer settings, I discuss form, fit, function, open back, closed back, anything you need to know about headphones, that is the place to be for sure. I'm posting a picture here first. These are the Pulse 3D headphones that launched with the PlayStation 5. This is the pair of headphones that I bought, as many other people bought when we first got into PlayStation 5 audio, because at the time, they were the only headphones that really were kind of curtailed for 3D audio sound. Yes, I understand all headphones can use 3D audio. However, the promise of 3D audio was rich and tempting, and myself and many others dived into it. And these were the headphones that we bought to begin experimenting and understanding what 3D audio was going to be like. Just a couple days ago, actually, Sony announced, that's a small picture, I'm sorry. Sony announced the Midnight Black variant of the headphones. Ignore the controller. Ignore the fact that it's in outer space, but they are identical to these headphones. So whether you get the original white and black headphones or the all black midnight headphones, they are the same. And that's what this video is going to be about, because with the latest update, Sony has finally delivered on some major updates for the Pulse 3D headset. They've added in an entirely new equalizer setting tab, which did not exist before. I'm going to run through some screenshots with you guys now, show you all of the changes you could make, and then I'm just going to show you a sample of what you could potentially work towards. I'm not going to deep dive into equalizer settings here. I've done this on so many videos in the past, but it'll give you a good feel kind of for what to expect. This is a phenomenal upgrade. This is a phenomenal price point. It's $99 US to get your hands on these. They are definitely back in stock again. It has been a very long time since that happened. Thankfully, though, they are available. And with this new update, I would have a very hard time persuading somebody not to purchase these if they did not already own headphones and did not mind the fact that these are not open but actual closed headphones. That's something personally I'm not a big fan of. I like open back. I have since switched over to an external DAC, the Shit Hell 2. I use a high-end pair of Sennheiser headphones, and that's where I'm going to be spending my time. However, I understand not everybody wants a wired solution, and not everybody may want to spend as much as I did on picking up a pair of high-end headphones and a $200 digital analog converter. So this solution exists for, I would say, anybody who is entry level or any light enthusiast of sound, because these things do pack quite a punch. And the fact that they are integrated so well into the PlayStation 5. The fact that you have all of the settings for party chat and for voice chat, and by automatically turning them on, they can either bring your PlayStation, they can wake it up, it'll automatically switch the audio output from your television into these headphones. The way they are so integrated into the feel and the guts of the PlayStation 5 make them an instant hit. Now we added in these equalizer settings, and I think they're so much better. So here you're looking at a screenshot of the new system settings tab. This was taken from my PlayStation screenshot this morning. I tweeted myself, so if you've been following me on Twitter and you've seen me tweeting all these screenshots from my PlayStation to my official account, it was so I could download them and show them here in a little bit higher quality for you guys. But you'll see here we have an equalizer preset tab now under the sound, which is under the settings page, okay? And inside there, when you click on that, that is not where it's going to take you. It's going to actually take you here. And what you're going to see is the new equalizer settings. Now, the new equalizer settings come with 5 bandwidths starting. And these are pretty traditional spread of bandwidth. Some of the more premier headphones, like the Arctis 9Ps, I don't know if they make 9P, Arctis 9s. I think Odyssey dabbles in some of the higher frequencies as well. You may have more, probably not less. of settings for you to select from. Okay. Keep in mind that all of these guides that you're going to immediately Google, hopefully mine is one of them, but as soon as you start looking at these guides, the first question everyone's going to ask is, what is the best equalizer setting for my console? And what people are going to show you is how to adjust these presets depending on low frequency or high frequency to try to get the most sound out of your product. Some people are very interested in focusing on footsteps in a shooter. Some people are more interested in a significant amount of bass. Some people like a richer, fuller sound. It's kind of up to you to make what is best for you. But I wanted to show you, these are the presets that Sony has given to us. By default, it is the flat, or known as standard curve. There you can see everything has no gain to it at all. It is laying completely flat across the board, across every frequency. But there are some presets. So by that drop down, I went ahead and took screenshots of all of them. You guys can see. This is Sony's recommended bass boost equalizer preset. There you can see, I wouldn't say significant, but an increase to the bass. Those lower frequencies, that's where you're going to get into a lot more lobing. You're going to hear a lot more. When you hear an explosion in a game, it's going to have more of a rumble to it. It does come at a trade-off, though, as you are going to lose some of the higher frequencies. So people who are really, really interested in footsteps or something way off in the distance may not prefer an equalizer setting like this. They also include a shooter preset, which I find incredibly interesting. I think most people will probably start here on their journey if they are playing a lot of Apex Legends or Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, or Warzone, or one of these other competitive shooters where hearing your opponent before they hear you is of paramount importance. And this is what I would expect to see. Definite decrease to the bass side with a healthy boost to the mid, and maybe a slight boost to the high. That is the frequency range in which you're going to best hear footsteps. And clearly this is what they've done here. And that is the shooter preset. However, you may want to make your own, and they come with 3 custom presets. I didn't take screenshots of all 3. This one you can see is called Audio Mode 1. There are 3 that are preset. You can very quickly toggle between them, which is great for experimentation. So load up a game, do something, immediately go to this menu, change just 1 or 2 values. You can rapidly switch between 2 or 3 of them and find your favorite, really tune in what works for you. As I say in every one of these videos, there is no such thing as the golden ear. Everybody hears sound differently. Everybody processes sound differently. What may sound beautiful to me may sound horrendous to you. There may be frequencies you can't hear that I can, or vice versa. Most likely the case because my wife says I'm deaf. Most people can't hear the ultra high end of frequency, 15, 20,000 plus hertz. Some people can. It's going to depend. But here, what the nice thing is it's the PlayStation gives you 6 decibel plus or minus gain, so you can adjust to your liking. So if you want to drop the bass all the way off, just as an example, I would not recommend this preset, by the way, but just to show you that you can go all the way from 6 plus to 6 minus. There are 3 different presets that you can quickly toggle between here, which is really, really, really nice. Other features that are included in the Pulse headset. This is a screenshot I showed errantly at the beginning of this video. Going into that equalizer preset button, you also have this screenshot, which is the sound tab, slightly different. Here you can toggle, and this hasn't changed. There's only one slight change here, but I wanted to capture it for completeness of what the new Pulse 3D, I'm going to call this Pulse 3D 2.0. That's what I'm going to call this video. What this new suite of information and features give you. This tab is largely the same. There is one small difference, which I'll get to in a second. You can still select your output to headphones if you want it to be all audio, or if you're in a tournament setting, just chat audio. You also have the tab to enable or disable 3D audio for headphones. The caveat with that, as I have said in many of these videos, the Tempest 3D engine, in my opinion, is not quite ready for prime time. As a result, I would recommend turning this off unless you are playing a PlayStation first-party title. It's got to be made by PlayStation. They have figured it out. Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, just to name a few. Phenomenal, phenomenal experiences. Demon Souls, phenomenal experience. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Deathloop, Call of Duty, not so much, my opinion. But here you can quickly turn them on and off. And then the 3D audio, I didn't actually take a screenshot of highlighting it, but this one here that says 3D audio profile. Or did I? No, I didn't. Okay. 3D audio profile will take you to this page. Here, you could adjust. This is the vertical sound of what 3D audio sounds like. So when you put these on your ears, you're going to be able to toggle from type 1 to type 5. These are not industry standards. These are just in which direction the sound is going to emanate from the headphones. Most people, myself included, find that type 3 sounds the best. If you change it from type 3 to type 2 and then ultimately to type 1, you will hear the sound go higher up towards your head, up towards the tip of your head. Because the sound is, all this is doing is it's changing the height of the sound. It's not changing the sound profile, the sound stage, the flooring, the tweet, any of that. It's just changing where the height is. And again, as I said before, everybody hears differently. Everybody's head is shaped differently. Everybody's ears are shaped differently. You will process sound differently than others. So by going up to the higher sound, the higher type, it will come up from the earphones like towards the tip of your head. Opposite of that, obviously, type 4 and type 5 sounds like it's coming down more from your chin. Doesn't mean it's bad. Now they have added, this is the new feature I was speaking of earlier. They have added this mode where you can toggle between two different sounds. Initially, it was just a rushing water sound, which was very pleasant to listen to. They have added a separate sound. You can also toggle just left or right ear only, but note you can adjust the sound left or right and adjust that. So if it sounds different to you in left or right ear, this is where you're going to do all that, okay? So there you have it. What I wanted to show you was a screenshot that I took. This is from the Zeference website. This is the, in my opinion, golden standard on how equalizer settings work. I will post a link to this in the description below. I've seen in some of my older videos, people have said the site is down. I'm not really sure if I posted the link errantly or what, but the Zeference is still alive and well. I was on it this morning, 9/16/2021 at about 12 p.m. and it works perfectly fine. But here you're going to have a list of all of the Zeference presets, and they are tuned specifically to Astro headsets. Doesn't mean you can't use some of them in your Pulse headset. That's why I am showing them. They break it down very easily for you. Studio reference, game-specific equalizer settings, and universal equalizer settings. I'm going to go ahead and hit game-specific because I know most of you guys are probably focused on either Apex Legends or Call of Duty Warzone. Note that some of the games are not yet available. They are still working on them, but let's go ahead and take a look at Call of Duty Warzone just as an example. Here you can very quickly click on the equalizer settings, and here you go. This is a screenshot. I think this might have been the screenshot I showed you guys before. Notice here, they have a little bit different on Astro. Astro goes from -7 to +7. That's why you're seeing the 7 values listed here. And they have -4 here. Remember, on the PlayStation, they only go 6 to 6. On Astro, they go 7 to 7. Doesn't make a huge difference. You will also notice there are actually 5 distinct frequencies. They are slightly different than the PlayStation frequencies. These are the ones that they have chosen to highlight on. They focus at the 200 hertz range for the low, and just as an example, PlayStation focuses on the 100 hertz range. They have a 2200 hertz range. PlayStation goes 400. Their mid-range is 4,000 hertz. PlayStation's mid-range is 1,000. Their mid-high is at 8,700, and then 12,000, as where this is 4,000 and 10,000. Doesn't make a huge difference. Okay, what you're focusing on when you are tweaking these things is the waveform itself. Okay, so as you can see on this particular equalizer setting they have chosen, they have a maxed out mid and low, mid-low, I guess we'll call this mid-low range. They've really lowered part of the high frequency and then they maxed it up. And this is what they feel is a great equalizer setting for Call of Duty. Does that mean it is the best? No. Does it mean if you have an Astro headset and you put this on, you're going to be the best? No. But what it does mean is they are showing you that they want the pattern to start off, go high, drop down, go high. You could emulate that here. I would recommend maybe doing these at like 5, maybe at like 3, maybe like 6, maybe like 2, and then like at 6 or something along those lines to try to get that waveform down to match the waveform of this. Again, it's not a one-to-one relationship. Your mileage will vary, but the fact that PlayStation has included equalizer playset and equalizer presets into the device at no cost is a phenomenal thing. And I think anybody who is on the fence about getting these Pulse headphones, whether they want to get the original white ones that I had or the midnight black ones that are just coming out in the world, I think this is a great purchase. I think this is a phenomenal starting point to get into equalizer settings, to understand what you like and don't like. And then later on down the road, when you start to understand it a little bit better, or it sounds good enough for you, hey, great, your journey ends there. If you're somebody like me and you want to start to dabble into DACs and to higher end headphones, those are a great option as well. But I think this is a great place to start. No longer do you have to go out and buy the Arctis 7Ps, which I did a long review on as well, which did have equalizer settings. The Pulse headphones will do that now. I think it makes them incredibly competitive. Once again, I think Sony has done a great thing here. And if you are even remotely interested in amplifying your game experiences and getting richer, fuller sound that is tailored to you, I think this is a great purchase. I hope all this stuff made sense. As with all of my other videos, leave some comments below. I will do my best to help you guys. I will also, again, post a link to the Zeference website and to my audio playlist YouTube channel site. Is that a YouTube channel site? We'll just call it a playlist because that's what it is, right? All of that information will be readily available. I think you will find it incredibly useful. And 9 times out of 10, your answer is probably lying somewhere in those videos. But feel free to comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Get out there, enjoy some rich, full sound. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.